working, so just project yourself so we can hear you. Thank you.
August 29, 6:04 p.m.
I'm John Kraft. Once again, your 3-minute limit is invalid. You have no ordinance as required under the Open Meetings Act to establish a limit. With that said, it is time for each and every one of you to do the right and honorable thing.
Point of order.
For some, this means to take action and demand.
You just said this last time. Okay.
I don't even have to say any of my names. Can I start over?
Yeah, you want.
I wasn't asking you, I was asking the chairman.
One.
First, would you shut your mouth? I'm talking to the chairman, I have the floor.
Point of order.
Shut your mouth.
Point of order.
I have the floor,
Point of
and I'm
order.
talking to the chairman.
So what?
You just keep pushing it, don't you? For some, this means to take action to demand those improperly usurping their alleged positions, like past chairman, on this committee, to immediately leave the dais. For others, this is most of you, leave the dais simply because you know you're illegally acting as a public official in the Veterans Assistance Commission in Will County. First and foremost, in qualifying for an office in the Veterans Assistance Commission of Will County, you must be appointed as a delegate or as an alternate from a veteran service organization recognized by the Illinois Military Veterans Assistance Act as eligible to select or appoint delegates or alternates. One requirement in the MPAA is that an organization assisting veterans in more than one county must have 25% of its membership residency in Will County to be permitted to select a delegate or alternate. The only statement we have heard from this specific organization is that it has 15 paid members. No mention of what percentage of the paid membership lives in Will County. There's a reason for that. The 15 paid members doesn't even go into effect until January next year. And even when it does, the requirement of 25% of the membership being a resident of Will County still exists, plus the 15 paid members. Others can be heard from their own voices in the May 17, 2022 meeting that they are representing an organization not eligible to select delegates or alternates, namely the 40&8. I'm a member of the 40&8, and I take personal offense at it. The 40&8 is not a congressionally chartered organization and is not eligible to submit delegates and alternates to this Veterans Assistance Commission, period. And by remaining on this board, allegedly representing them, you're doing that wonderful organization a disservice. As I said before, I am a member and will take this issue up here and in a different venue if need be. You shouldn't be representing an organization that didn't appoint you.
I was appointed as.
You were not appointed by the 48. And in
Out.
May,
Point of
you
order.
said you were.
Point of order.
Others acknowledged on video that they are not delegates or alternates. They can't remember when the last time they were a delegate or alternate, nor which organization might have made them a delegate or alternate, chairman, or how many years past that happened. You have to be a delegate or alternate in the stinking year that you're on the board.
3 minutes.
There are admissions of disqualification,
3 minutes,
and
please.
the only right and honorable thing
Point
for
of
you
order,
to
if the
do
speaker would like to continue.
is immediately
it is
leave
speaker
the dais
position to ask for more time, or.
without further embarrassment. Finally,
Excuse me.
your alleged bylaws are so violative of state law, you
You're
should
done.
just
Your 3
declare it
minutes are up,
invalid and
sir.
start over.
Your 3 minutes are up.
Your current bylaws purportedly grant non-qualified VSOs membership in the commission, permit at-large membership, extend the terms of office past 1 year and past 2 years, and grant certain VSOs additional delegates and alternates.
For additional
Just to name a
time
few.
or no.
All of it violates
Please
state
remove
statute,
them from
and
the
no
bill.
court will uphold bylaws that violate the very law they charge to freaking uphold.
Thank you.
What was that? Good riddance?
Well, it sounded like.
You don't want to play whatever the rules.
Hey.
that he-
It'll be good riddance when the court deals with
Quiet,
you guys.
please. You got the floor.
Good.
My name is Kirk Allen. Allen's the last name, make sure you get that. I don't think I'll need 3 minutes, but I'm glad you brought this up because either it was you or the person to your right at the last meeting I was at spoke about Robert's rules and how you go through the process of removing a speaker. And it's not to stand up and point to the sheriff deputies to remove. That's not the process under Robert's rules. So under your own rules, you're not even following those rules. Now tonight, on your agenda, you're talking about going into closed session and hiring an attorney. Where does the committee have power to hire? Can anybody cite that? Because it's not in the law. More importantly, and I caution you and I urge you to listen very intently to this part. You folks are being sued in your individual capacities. You're not being sued as members of this body. In your civilian position is how you were sued. When you go to hire an attorney and expel funds from this public body in your private civil litigation, that could lead to some serious problems. And I would urge you to think twice about that. And I would urge the attorney to give some good, hard advice on that matter as well, because you were not sued in your official capacities. And to use that money from this agency, if that's your intention, is completely inappropriate. You're going into closed session for what purpose? Litigation. This public body has no litigation against it. None. The litigation is against you in your private capacity. So what's the purpose of going into closed session? I didn't see an agenda up there, so I can't quote from the agenda. No comments? Be happy to have a discussion over it because I'm trying to comprehend how you're going to do what you plan on doing based on the agenda I looked at before. Doesn't make any sense. Your Sergeant of Arms, have you gotten any advice from your state's attorney when you're sitting here as a county board member? The law forbids that. It's not hard to read it. I know, it's just really tough to listen, isn't it?
It's boring.
It is boring. It's sad, actually.
Well, I think it's boring, that's it.
Well, get up and leave. You're welcome to.
We're going to, as soon as you're done.
She can speak when I'm done.
That's what I said.
Right. And there might be other people that will speak.
Doesn't look like it.
Well, you can get up and speak.
Good.
I won't petition for any more time, Mr. Chairman, that you can't enforce a 3-minute policy because you don't have one. That's already been confirmed.
Thank you.
Thank you. Looks like there's 2 more people to speak. Maybe 3.
Hi, my name is Katie Dean Schlattman, and I'm here to speak on behalf of myself and Raj Pillai. So 9 of you decided to avoid the law under the Military Veterans Assistance Act and sit on this board without proper appointments. 9 of you. You were on watch when $495,000 was given away under your noses without the commission members being notified. You kicked out 2 members from a meeting without reason and violated the Open Meetings Act. You have not sent agendas and budgets in a timely manner or at all to other commission members. You were sued for violating the Military Veterans Assistance Act and sitting on this board without authority. You were sued as individuals. The commission wasn't sued. So I think the taxpayers deserve an explanation as to why you are going into a closed session to retain counsel. 9 of you need to find your own counsel. The commission is not responsible for your rogue actions. So you need to find your own lawyers. And I find it extremely disturbing that you're gonna sit here and say that this is boring for you to listen to us, when these are actual issues that people have with what happened to their taxpayer dollars. I'm an Air Force veteran myself, and I am disgusted to hear somebody say that what we have to say and that our taxes do not matter to you. It's shameful, it's despicable, and we deserve better.
Thank you.
is Tina McGrath. I am a resident of Joliet, and I'm gonna take this a different direction. So this past weekend, I was at the funeral of my ex-husband. He was a 40-year law enforcement member, and he started his career as an Army MP. He served this country his entire life, and it was his honor and his privilege. And in his final year of life, he suffered horribly, and his new wife has insurmountable medical bills. And a commission like this, $495,000 would make an enormous difference in his life. So when we wonder where our tax dollars are going and where we want them spent to benefit the people who have done the most to serve this country. That's why we're here today. And I'm disgusted that there's not more of us, and I'm gonna work my tail off to make sure this meeting is packed every single time. He deserved better. The veterans in this county deserve better. All of you should do better. You should be embarrassed, and we are not going to stop until something changes.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Antonio Timothy. I'm a resident of Will County, and I'll be your following person for today. All 8 of you that are being sued, just step down, do the right thing. You guys keep doing these brazen things. Just do the right thing. It's not so hard. Everybody can see it. I have family members, siblings, kids. They're all in the military. Believe me, we're sharing these videos. The backlash that's coming is insane. What's insane is that you guys are actually going to go into executive session to try to retain legal advice. Well, you can't. Well, go ahead, do it. What's going to be coming is going to be worse. I get what it is to be a corner rat. We see it all the time. And you're trying to figure out a way. I mean, I'm sure you guys are used to getting away with it. Just getting away with doing whatever you want. I mean, hell, I wish I could give $500,000 to my friend and just, be able to just brush it off. But that ain't happening anymore. Some serious change has to happen. It has to start with you guys. These gentlemen have given you chance and chance again just to say, hey, we're gonna do the right thing. But no, you guys now just wanna keep pushing it to the next level. So I'm gonna beg you guys, just please, just stop the madness and just do the right thing for the people of Will County, for the veterans of Will County. Just do it.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Rick Todd. I'm a United States Navy veteran. I served this country from 1987 to 1991 when my contractual obligation was then served and up. But I never stopped serving this country. I will continue to always serve this country. I will continue to always stand by veterans who are at all slighted by anyone else and need someone to stand up for them, someone to speak for them, someone to fight for them. I will be there because I am a veteran. Those are my brothers and sisters, and were with me in the hardest of times of my life and got me through the hardest of times of my life. I will never back down to them. And I'm here, I wasn't gonna speak, but since challenge, I'm now gonna speak. As this process has evolved this summer, over the $495,000 that was given to Hey G Marketing, maybe it was an oversight, I don't know, maybe the director gave it, commission was an oversight on their part, and then all the way to treasurer who just seemed to rubber stamp a no bid contract for $495,000. That seems awfully suspicious to me. This is something that can still be fixed, something that still can be corrected. But until someone's held accountable, until someone makes the admission that, yes, we didn't do it right, we messed up, we will do better next time, that will happen. But instead, all we're getting is pushback. All we're getting is gloating, all we're getting is this ridiculous decorum that you're seeing from the board, yelling and shouting at each other. And it's completely vile and vulgar from a veteran to listen to a commission yell at other veterans in that fashion. So simply put, is this still can be fixed, but going forward, you're gonna have to take the steps and measures to do that. 8 of the 10 of you aren't properly appointed. Doesn't mean that you can't be, I'm sure. I'm sure there's somewhere where you can go back and get that corrected and fixed. I'm sure you've done a lot of good as your time on the board. You don't want this to be your legacy and overshadow the good that you've done for other veterans and people in this community. Thanks for your time.
Thank you. This will conclude public comments. The next item of business tonight is our closed session. For the purpose of 5/ILCS 120, section 2-11 litigation. Is there a motion to go on closed session?
So
Second.
Call for a roll call.
President Jack Piccolo,
Yes.
Secretary Denise Williams, aye. Sergeant at Arms Amanda Cook,
Yes.
Chaplain Jim Singler,
Yes.
Member Tom Hillman,
Yes.
Member Janet Blue,
Yes.
Member Steve Benke,
Yes.
Task Chair Vic Martinez,
Yes.
Task Chair Ray Moore.
Yes.
Motion carries. We will now proceed to the closed session of our meeting.
Entering executive closed session, 6:20 p.m.
The Open Meetings Act is a Class C misdemeanor. It is a criminal act.